Happy New Year everyone! Welcome to 2023 and welcome to my annual New Year update video. I did one of these before last year where I recapped the previous year and then explained everything to expect in the coming year. And that's exactly what I'm going to do here. So let's begin from the very bottom and work our way up. Take it away, Sheffield. Okay, I'm just gonna outright say it. 2022 was exhausting. I think I put myself through far too much last year, especially when it came to the messy production of Flying Scotsman: The Ostend Mission. Having said that though, if I didn't put myself through so much last year, I probably wouldn't have accomplished so much. I managed to talk about 41 movies last year, and I've yet to talk about 10 more in the coming 2 months. But I'll get to that in a bit. I made up to 6 YTP videos and a sequel to one of my most popular videos of 2021, which then led to my decision to make 3801 the antagonist being rather controversial. Well, you can't please everyone. And then of course, there's the big one. Just days after I went on hiatus to revise for my GCSE exams, I clocked over 1k subscribers. I still cannot thank you all enough for that milestone. Okay, unlike last year, where I just went over everything that's coming with very little detail, I'm instead going to go over everything and explain it all a bit more. So let's dive in. General updates. Okay, so once again, I am going to be giving my channel another major overhaul. I am once again going to be changing my channel profile pic, background, and intro. Don't ask me. Next up, if you follow me on Instagram, you'll probably already know this, but I now have a Twitter account. There, I'll be posting some little bite-sized videos that I think will be too short for this channel, and some things I'm doing when I'm not on YouTube. I'll also be notifying about new video releases there as well. So with all that out of the way, let's move on. More trains content. So I had a good look back at my channel to just generally get an idea of what I should continue, what I shouldn't, etc. And without doubt, some of my best performing videos to date are the ones where I use trains. So I do expect more videos centered around trains. Before we move on to the next few categories, I actually have some exciting news regarding trains videos. Since I've received a new PC for Christmas, this means I can finally take the leap and start using Trains 2019. This will mean I'll finally be able to start production on something I've wanted to do since 2020, Sudrick Stories. In that series, I'll be adapting annual stories, Chris Audrey stories, Buried Truck stories, and even some of my own original stories. And if you're lucky, you might get a chance to narrate some of these. SS5's Movie Memories. So if you've seen these 2 videos, then you'll know that I am going to be finishing SS5's Movie Memories this year. And the franchises I'll be talking about in January and February will be Toy Story and Madagascar respectively. I don't really have much else to say about this other than, no requests please. Tom Talks. I've had this idea since November. I now basically want to make analytical Thomas videos every 2 months. Just to give out my opinions on things, how things could have been fixed, why things in the franchise are the way they are, why Rebecca is the best Thomas character known to man. Updates to my Ice Age headcanon. So ever since the first headcanon video, I started coming up with more ideas for it, to fill in the gaps, improve a few things, and, in some cases, actually add some lore to my headcanon. That video may come out around summertime, like the first one did. Although I'm a bit unsure of whether I want to do it or not. My videos revolving around Ice Age never seem to perform very well. You know, they only get a few likes, hardly ever get more than 1 comment. But I might decide to do it. Content relating to VHSs/DVDs. Now, I've actually been thinking about retiring my VHS and DVD reviews, seeing as they too never perform that well anymore, but I might keep doing them if I feel motivated to do so. One of the videos I've had in mind relating to VHSs and DVDs is an entire collection video. Most of my collection nowadays is dedicated to Thomas, Ice Age, Driver's Eye Views and miscellaneous rubbish. Sound off in the comments if you'd like to see that. The last big thing I want to talk about is this. The annual end of year movie. Yep, I've already had an idea of what I want to do for my end of year movie this year. And no, it won't be another Flying Scotsman movie. I think it's time to move on from those now. Anyways, the movie I'm going to be making for this year is something all new and original. A movie that will be called Kira. So let me explain why I want to make a movie like this. If you've been familiar with my channel since 2020, then you'll know that I'm very fond of Irish railways. From the 60s to the 2000s at least. I just love Irish railways to bits. I love the unique locomotive designs, the routes, the orange and black livery the engines and coaches used to wear. I've loved it all since I was a really young kid. And since Irish Rail is presented so little in this fandom, I thought I'd make a movie that takes place in the TTT universe, but in a different part of the world, in this case Ireland, and made up of solely original characters. The movie will be focused on the class leader of the 141 class, who I've named Kira, and her whole career on the Irish Rail network from the start when she's literally the newest thing on the rails, to the end when she's withdrawn and preserved. And that's another thing to note about this movie. This will be the first of my annual movies to feature a prominent female lead character, which means I'll be on the lookout for any voice actresses who can do the voice of Kira and all the other female characters in this movie. So, Serena Leo Harper, Liz Productions 5784, any female member of this fandom, be aware that I may need you for this project. Now before I go, I just thought I'd let you all know what videos I've done previously will not be returning this year. Those videos are the following. SS5 news updates. I'm retiring this series because I now have 3 social media platforms to keep you updated on the progress of my videos. Parodies. I'm retiring these because I think I've grown out of parody making. Model railway reviews. I'm retiring these because I hardly ever do them these days. In fact, there was one instance where one of these reviews came out a year after another. So that pretty much wraps it all up. I hope you all look forward to the upcoming content I have planned for this year, and I'm looking forward to seeing what this year brings. Thank you all for watching. Please like, comment and subscribe so you don't miss out on any new content. And while you're at it, go follow me on Instagram and Twitter, links in the description, and I'll see you all in the next one.